The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
The radio station with more. You're listening to the radio station.
You're listening to this is Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra.
This song is dedicated to the victims of this genocide. Those who lost their lives from 1967 to this very moment.
I had to do this song with Wiwu. My brother man, I don't believe you. Shake a man could beat you. My brother man, listen up. Tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. The spirit of our fathers he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell everybody he's gonna be alright. See the Babylon wanna bring us down. They wanted we keep rising up. See betrayers wanna bring us down. They wanted we keep rising up. Bring your gun and your bullet and bazooka and your grenade and Biafrans. We will fight till the end. See them sabotage, playing cowardice in the corona. But we will win them all. I say we will win them all. Mandekano is the leader. He says he's gonna be alright. He's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell the wounded he's gonna be alright. Tell our mothers, our fathers that he's gonna be alright. Tell our mothers, our fathers that he's gonna be alright. Oh.
I remember a very good brother man from my nation, Biafra land. Yeah. Oh na na na, what a wicked world. I want a junior, another dead Biafrans, shot by the government. Because of our freedom, we are fighting for a better life. One thing I know, forward ever, backward never. We will one day avenge their day, someday, sometime soon.
Tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. I need to tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Follow me, tell that Biafra soldier that he's gonna be alright. Tell that Biafra soldier he's gonna be alright.
Greetings once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Ukafo-Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Ukafo-Mefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, I do not expect you to understand the mindset behind those words, but one day you shall. Mazi Uche Ukafo-Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Royal Highness, the King of Afari-Beku, the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people for almost 60 years now. He is from Afari-Beku. Afari-Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. And of course, by the special grace of Chukwu Kika Biama, I remain George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Without wasting much of our time, I must move ahead to acknowledge the Creator. We call him Chukwu Kika Biama. He is the one who sits in heaven and presides over the affair of man. For he is the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. He is the lifting up of our head, our hope and stay. In matter both great and small, he remains the primordial influence that drives us. For we do not lift up our eyes to the hills nor the mountain, but from he who made the heaven and the earth. In my humble way this evening, I say to him, Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadị o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị, ịbụ Alfa na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na anyị dị mma o. Ise. And of course, without wasting much of our time, I must sincerely tender my apology to Biafrans across the globe, most especially those of you who are always with me. I'm truly sorry for coming up this late. It was as a result of a technical issue, one or two challenges. But of course, we give the Almighty Creator all the praise for the enablement he has given to us. Of course, we wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against gossipers, saboteurs. We wrestle against Yoruba, Fulani, Hausa. We wrestle against principalities and power, wicked spirit in the heavenly places. We wrestle against sin and unseen enemy, known and unknown enemy, even imaginary enemy. All of them are fighting against Biafra. And so we are not surprised. But we make a promise to all of them that we can only get better, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. We can only get better. And having said that, I must bring our mind back to the period where we are. In the month of May, we remember our heroes and heroines, men and women who gave up everything that we might be able to speak today. And of course, even those who do not want to hear the name Biafra, today all of them want to become Biafra. Just like what our leader said in his last broadcast. I will not apologize. If Yoruba, if I am their son, if I am Yoruba's son, they would have been very happy. But it's unfortunate, he's a Biafran, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. In as much as we understand that the cross they have placed upon our neck, the chain they have placed upon our neck, it is a burden we did not negotiate for. But yet, as a Biafran, we will go through any form of shame or disgrace. That in the end, everybody who has wrestled against us, who have warred against us, will look at us in the face and hide away in shame. But we are sincere men and genuine men. We are not here to conquer anybody. We just want our life to be given back to us because it has been taken from us. A lot of Biafrans do not understand why we are here. A lot of Biafrans do not understand. But believe me, I do not blame you. Without the grace of Chukwokika Biama, we will not be here today. We will not be here. Our enemy did their job well. But believe me, he has not abandoned us. Having said that, we will briefly go to our topic this evening, which I simply titled, A Letter from a Good Man. A lot has happened to us as a people. We have been beaten down almost to submission. If we are able to make a comeback today, outside the grace of God, it is because there are men and women who stood tall, stand on the path of righteousness irrespective of what they stand to lose. It is their sacrifice that make us strong. And in that their sacrifice, we pride ourselves in glory. And then we say, we will proclaim the Biafran phenomenon. We will proclaim this gospel with pride. There are so many of them. Considering the action of General Philip F. Young, what can we ask for? A man who knew that he would have been killed because many of his comrades were killed. Not because they have done anything wrong, because that thing Nigeria will surely give us in the end is why they were killed. I will not forget his last statement to Nigeria. He said to the idiot called Gowon, the idiot called Obasanjo, the remaining idiot like Babangida, I wonder why coronavirus has not visited him. Before all of them, including the Queen of England, he said a simple thing. On this very fateful day, I hand over the sovereign state of Biafra into the hand of the Nigerian state. But let it be on record that if you will do to the next generation what you have done to this generation, they have every right to rise up and do what we are doing today. He came back home. He went back to his village. As a man of integrity, he lived it out till his very dying moment. Are we going to talk about people like Fadam Bono, Ejike Bono of Aruchuku? The man, when corruption entered Nigeria, refused to die for all Biafrans so that our name cannot be stirred. We know everything he did. Wherever he is. It is the action of people like that that makes us do what we do today. Who among you does not know the action of Dim Chukwuemeka Odimegwu, the people's general? All these people has led that example for us to follow. But of course, we will be remembering all of them this 30th May. But tonight, I just want to read a letter to a good man. And so if you are listening to me, you think you are intellectual, please check if your level of intellectuality is up to that of the man I want to talk about. You are a politician. You are politicking everywhere. Please compare your life as a Biafran with the life of the man I'm going to make mention of today. If you think you are a Christian, I want you to compare yourself with the man that wrote a letter to all of us. And that is why we tell you, when it comes to this Biafra issue, no Biafran has an excuse. No Biafran has an excuse why they should not support what IPOB is doing. The only thing I know IPOB is doing is that they want to restore Biafra. Any other one, I don't know. Check yourself very well. And then maybe as you go to bed, as you go about your lawful business, depending on your time zone, you begin to ask yourself question. Were they made of steel? Was it actually acid that runs in their vein? or they were men like me and you. Only that they decide to present themselves in such a way that every man and woman will understand that everything they have done in their life was for a single purpose, that we might be free. And of course, tonight, the man who wrote this letter is no other person than Dr. Akanebiam. Dr. Akanebiam. And most of you may not have heard about him. He was a man who experienced every area of life. He understands what it means to be a politician. He understands what it means to be an academician. He understands what it means to be a Christian. He was influential. I think there are a few things that are left of him. I think they have a polytechnic named after our brother, Akanebia. And I think the Enugu airport they are trying to destroy is named after him. But most of you don't know who he is. He wrote a letter that should encourage all of us to rise up and fight till Biafra is restored. It was in a time like this. But before we look at the letter, let me tell you a little bit about him. In 1949, King George VI graciously conferred on him the honor of being an officer of the Civil Division of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, OBE, for service to the church and to the state. He worked in a group of about 30 Onyibe. He was the only black person. He was a medical doctor, a physician, as well as a missionary, a man of God. King George VI gave him that honor. Some of you will sell us just to get the honor from Fulani man in a modern day society. In 1951, the same King George conferred on him the dignity to be a knight of the Civil Division of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, KBE, for self-service to the church and to his country. I'm talking about Akanebiam. He said, I happen to be in London at this time as a special guest of the British Council. And when I was invited by the Buckingham Palace officer to present myself before His Majesty to receive the insignia and the accolade of the King of the knighthood, I begged permission to have them confide on me on my return home to Nigeria. I did not receive the insignia and certificate at the hand of His Excellency, the then Governor of Nigeria, Sir John Maferson. But I have the unique distinction and singular privilege of receiving this accolade from Your Majesty, August person, during Your Majesty Royal and Memorial visit to Nigeria in February 1956, on the attainment and independence of Nigeria. October 1st, 1960, Your Majesty was graciously pleased to appoint me as the governor of the Eastern Nigeria within the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on the recommendation of the Honorable Premier of the Eastern Nigeria, with the assent of His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In August 1962, Your Majesty conferred on me the dignity of being a knight commander of the civil division of the most distinguished order of St. Michael and St. George, KCMG. For this great honor and special recognition, I am humble, gratefully to your majesty and your majestic Britannic government. They are happy reflections of the importance of Africa and her people before God and man. Howbeit, I must renounce all of them at this time. I do so to register my strong protest at my command against your majesty government of the United Kingdom, of Great Britain and Ireland, for supplying military equipment and arms to Nigeria, which has waged a senseless and a failure war of aggression against my country, the Republic of Biafra. My objection and protest are directed solely and entirely to the British government, because I believe that the British government, friend of Africa, particularly the church, which informed the British government public opinion, will deploy the unkindly act of the British government to the Republic of Biafra. With the highest sense of irresponsibility, I beg your pardon, with the highest sense of responsibility, therefore, I'm bearing clearly in my own mind the moral issue which at stake and my own stand thereafter. I return this insignia and paraphernalia of my title to you, your majesty, Britannic government, through the British Deputy High Commissioner, who resided here in Enugu, the capital of the Eastern region, the country Biafra. I just want to put the grammar. But there is a Biafran known as Dr. Akanibia. He was a physician. He was a man of God. He was the first governor of the Eastern region, which is Biafra land. He was the Queen of England and the King George, his father. All of them conferred honorable title to him. I think in his time, he is one of the greatest of the greatest. But something happened. At around this very particular time that we found ourselves, something happened that made him to take certain decision, which if we fail to remember such action, may our children not remember us. Dr. Akanubian, later to Queen Elizabeth II of England, on August 1967, there is no greater act of heroism than what that man did. After everything that he has acquired in life, they were killing our people. British government, according to him, in collaboration with Ireland and other countries, who bestowed honor and award to him, he took everything and returned it to them. He said to them, I have served you in the civil service with a clear heart, even though your prison constantly torture me. I served and didn't notice it. I was the only black man among 32 politicians working in Nigeria. I am the only black man. I worked so hard that I become a doctor for the service of the church. I was there discharging my duty without looking back. You gave us Christianity. I embrace it to its totality. But what you people has encouraged in our land, I cannot take it. And so everything that he has achieved in life, he packaged all of them and sent it to them. Do we still have men of honor like that? Do we still have men and women who will stand in the gap? Do we still have those who will give up everything just to restore our dignity? And I want to tell you that in their action we were made great. If the British or anybody respect us today, it is because of the actions of these people. Let us go deep into the letter. It's quite a very long one, but you must understand. It started by saying, Your Majesty, the British officers in Nigeria, you are fully aware of all this. You know that we are injured and deeply grieved and had been cruelly treated by our own supposedly fellow citizen of Federal Republic of Nigeria. The British officers not only knew the crux of the matter, but they also encouraged the Northerners to carry out and execute their nefarious plan against the Biafrans. They are angry with Biafra because Biafra categorically refused to remain as part of the Nigerian Federation and political unit, only to be trampled upon, discriminated against and hated, ruthlessly exploited and denied her rights and privileges, and slaughtered whenever it suited them, and comprises of the favorite people of the North. To add insult to injury, Your Majesty Britannic government, instead of being neutral in our query of finding way and means to mediate and bring peace to the two countries, has now taken it upon herself to supply military aid to the Nigerians to help them defeat and subjugate Biafra. I want you to take a note of one word. He made mention of two people. He said the British government, at this point in time, instead of them becoming mediator between the Nigerian state and the Biafran state, they didn't do that. But yet, instead, they supported the Nigerian state to kill the Biafrans, to destroy the Biafrans. And who are the Nigerian state? You see, this issue, this event happened quite long ago. Most of us were not born. Most of us were not born. But each time I look at Nigeria as a terrorist state that it is, and I see people who are telling us, hey, let's unite one Nigeria, let's build the one Nigeria, and every day they work very hard to make sure nobody know what happened. Every day they work hard to make sure they sweep it under the carpet. Believe me, when I see you as a Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, if you are talking to me, I just begin to wonder, did you people eat the devil's heart? What exactly did you people have in mind when such heinous crime against humanity was committed against our people? What exactly are you people thinking? To think you can quench us down, not to talk about Biafra, so we remain with you inside this one Nigeria? Something is really wrong. Everything that was hidden from us, it is being made open. I'm just reading Akanebia later. Politicians, learn from him. Men of God, learn from him. Academians, learn from him. It is simply staggering for a Christian country like Britain to help Muslim country military to crush another Christian country like Biafra. This is just too much for me. Akanebian said, I cannot comprehend why the Britain that gave us Bible, gave Allah people cutlass and gun and AK-47 to come and kill us. I cannot comprehend it. This is just too much for me. Your gracious majesty, this act of unfriendliness and treachery by the British government towards the people of the Republic of Biafra, who as Eastern Nigeria has so much regard for the Britain and the British people. In this circumstance, your majesty, I no longer wish to wear your garbs of the British knighthood, British fair play, British justice, and the Englishman's sword of honor, which Biafra loved so much and cherished, has now become meaningless to Biafrans in general and to me in particular. Christian Britain has shamelessly let down Christian Biafra. I love the Republic of Biafra very dearly, and I pray that by the grace of God, she may remain and continue to grow and live and always act like a truly Christian. Contrary for all time, I am, Your Majesty, your most respectful Akanibiam. Do we still have people like that? I believe if he was a military general, he would have fought side by side with Ojukwu. If he was a violent man, he would have fought side by side with Philip Effiong. If he have derived joy in conquest, he would have joined the flanks of Onyibe, among other wonderful men and women. But he's a clergyman, he's a doctor, he's a disciplinary, he's a quiet man, but a man of principle. As I sit here tonight, I can only begin to imagine when this young man went to the Queen of England and said, please, all your honor, take it. All your award, take them. And as I turn my back today, I can only pray that even the next generation of Biafra will prove to you that they are Christian, even though you turn your back on them. I would have said go and Google it, but the letter have been duplicated into so many parts. They have been re-edited by Yoruba and the Nigerian state. But whatever the case may be, Biafrans, the war did not end. They only change pattern. I want you as an academician, you are a doctor. What are you doing about restoration of Biafra? I don't want to spend much time trying to describe this man. I pick few of his action, few of the sacrifice he made. As I read his biography, how he walked in the midst of Onyibe, he's the only black man. And he explained how they humiliate him, what he went through, even though he was more intelligent than them. But he did not bother what they did to him, but rather having the privilege to serve in the group of all these terrorists as the only black man standing. He consoled himself with that thought. I wonder how many estates he have now. I wonder how many mansions he left behind. But let me tell you, his name will not be blotted out. Let me tell you, for that singular act, his name will be on the lips of endless generation of Biafra. The same example our leader have taken. Honestly, if you don't have anything to give, you really don't have what to sacrifice. I'm just calling upon you, Biafra. There is nothing you are going to give to ensure that Biafra is restored that has not been given before. There is nothing too great to restore Biafra, and there is nothing too small. When we come here and we analyze and we tell you what to do, some of you misunderstand everything. If you don't find your way back, you will regret it. You will regret it. And on that day, many of you will rise and tell us that we are miscreants. The day we will tell you how many degrees we have, it will shock you. Some of you will say you have too much money. That is why you are not supporting what we are doing to restore Biafra. The day we will tell you what each of us or what, you will be shocked. A day some of you will tell us that you are working for Nigeria and so you let Nigeria kill us. We will tell you that we had the privilege to work in a higher position than you. Join the league of these extraordinary Biafran men and women. Don't let anybody deceive you. The enemy of Biafra are not relaxing. But these people action has a lot to say to us. They were Yoruba, they were Hausa, they were Fulani. I wonder why they were not there. And so when they tell, oh, Yoruba is intellectual, Yoruba is intellectual. The way we are going, very soon you begin to hear, Fulani is intellectual, Fulani is intellectual. We really don't have any excuse. We really don't have any excuse. We need to go home. There is nothing we want to do here today that our fathers has not done. We just need to put ourselves in their shoe and understand the need why we have to go home. Of course, I will start here from tomorrow. I will continue the second segment of this same discussion. But let me make it to you. Remind you that the sacrifice of a fallen hero will never be in vain. I'll be back in a minute.
We've gone far in this wilderness. Big few steps ahead. We are no longer in Egypt. We have crossed our seas. We've gone far in this medal of our heroes may not be fair. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. Our hero is Jordan commercial activity. In period of recession, when it gets tough to end this medal of our heroes will not be fair. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. When it gets tough to end this medal of our heroes will not be fair. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of a great hero. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. This Onyibe property, one love. All hail Biafra.
Yes, all must hail Biafra in the end. My message this evening is simple. Every Biafran, wherever you are, honestly, you do not have any excuse. You do not have any excuse. Go and look for IPOB family closer to you and join. We have to go home. If after all these years, we are still giving the same song, saying the same message, you should understand. You should understand. Join this league of extraordinary gentlemen of Biafra. You want mad people, they have fought for Biafra. You want intellectual, they have fought for Biafra. You want academics, they have fought for Biafra. You want connected people, they have fought for Biafra. You want wealthy people, they have fought for Biafra. You want medalists, all of them. You don't have any excuse that day. You don't. At this moment, our lines are open. And our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642 is our WhatsApp line. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. And the special number for the female is 081-288-58614. 081-288-58614.
We have an announcement to make. 30th of May is very, very critical. We have our 30th of May, we must not forget. We are going to have 3 days of fasting and prayer, starting from the 27th to end midnight of the 29th. Very, very important. We are going to read and pray all the Psalms in the Holy Book, from Psalm number 1 to 150. If you read 10 Psalms, you pray prayer and fasting for 3 days, and then conclude it with a prayer on the midnight of the 29th. And then this year we are going to have a candlelight vigil, a procession in the middle of the night, ushering in the 30th of May. We have sat at home so much that I will also encourage people to sit at home on that very day, please, for us to honor those that fought that we may live.
Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on WhatsApp, hold on. Caller on the line.
Hi, my name is Obonawap.
Go ahead, please.
I call it from Ada.
Go ahead.
Ana mekele no tata obotimbo no tere ola line. Ikele direke. Ana magala ni ze. Se kele bikile kana mekele no lihun la abali sike kaela. Kine ko bitoja magana mara ayala. Uto no wi hovla ge mai. Bizu la bambale. amara ha agba mgbalefu mmadụ dum amara na ike agwụla ha anyị dum lala.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, my dear brother. Onyibe, good evening, sir. Good evening.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. Good evening from here, from Biafra land. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, according to our time zone. I greet all IPOP all over the world. And I appreciate my leader, the eyes of the black race. And I beat my deputy leader, Mazuchuka from Efo, the gentleman in the spirit, and the fire to the zoo. He was firing the zoo gradually. And I greet Onyibe, the sword of the Biafran, Mara Biafra. And I greet IPO all over the world, the stars in heavens that shining the whole world. I greet IPO all over the world. My name is Mazimbam. I call you from Ujoto precisely for now. Only from Ujoto precisely. I want to greet my brothers and sisters all over the world, and I want to use this opportunity to appreciate your work, your good work you are doing for us. I say, may your day be long, and you will live to see Biafra in the name of Chukwukabiam. And I pray the IPOP family all over the world that the coronavirus will not see them. They will stay alive and see Biafra in the name of Chukwukabiam. Say. Mazin, this evening your teaching tonight is very wonderful to us. We are very happy to work, and we are praying that all IPOP all over the world and those Biafrans who are against us before, we understand what we are talking about, because we are 7 ahead of them, 7 steps ahead of them. Because in 2012, when our leader started this journey, he tell us everything, and everything he told us has come to pass. From now, everybody has seen what we are saying. The tackle terrorists, because we are fighting to liberate everybody, to carry everybody along, not to gossip, not to steal, not to harm anybody. But today, everybody has seen it. So I appreciate my leader for his work, for enlightening us. And yesterday, he clumped the zoo. The zoo has gone already. Everybody has seen it. So that anybody who was talking against our leader now seen it, that everything he said is truth and gospel. So I appreciate him, that everything will be all right. Very soon we are going home. And I want to use the opportunity to talk to my people, especially Ojoto, where I live here. Ojoto don't even, I have never heard anything from Ojoto. I want to challenge Ojoto. Ojoto, I don't know where you are. Ojoto people, where are you? You have to call Radio Biafra, you have to join. You have to join and do the needful, because we're all Biafrans. We are going home. Ojoto, Enugu, Ezema, Ojoto, no. Wherever you are, Ojoto, in the whole world, call Radio Biafra and let your people, because your people are perishing because of lack of knowledge. They are not doing the right thing. So everybody will wake up now and join the IPOP. Nearest IPOP where you are, in diaspora, in Biafra land, wherever you are, join IPOP now, because we are going home. As our leader said yesterday, it's a matter of time. We are going home. So I want to use the opportunity also to enlighten our people in Ebonyi State, from Z precisely. This Z, wake up. Itanura, no get Google by Yama, Nama, Nina Magnum Canino, na all Chagor or no, na Onyibe, you see, I want to use the opportunity to thank you. Thank you. And God bless you. And keep on.
Thank you very much. And don't forget, Akane Biam is from Afikpo, Ebonyi State. And where are the Akane Biams of our days? Where are we? Go back and look at the history of men and women who love Biafra. It will amaze you. Call on the line. Call on the line. Of course, we lost that caller. Call on the female line. Call on the line. Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yes. Oh, good afternoon, Mazi. My name is Ugo, my man Ugo Onyejaka, and I'm calling from United States of America. Mazi, I am the national PRO of IPOB here in United States, and I am from Amibo. Amibo is in Olo. Amibo is the home of the tiger, and Amibo is the home of King Jaja. Mazi, why I want to emphasize on the tiger, just like you have said about Akani Ibiam, that is the same thing I want to talk about the tiger. Mazi, the tiger was the world champion, boxing champion. He won many awards, but Mazi, the award that he got, he gave it back to the queen when Biafra were killed. So what did he do? This award, it worth a lot of millions and millions of dollars. But what he did was just to give it back, because he said, how can you give me an award? How can you be proud of me as a Commonwealth when my people are being killed? So because of that, he returned that award. He did not even think about, the worth of that award. Rather, he returned it because he appreciates his people more than that award. So I wonder how many people that can do that thing today. I wonder. So what I'm saying is that everybody should understand. Everybody should understand that whatever that kill the mother of a dog will never let the puppy open eye. No matter however you might think that these people love you, they cannot love you in any way, because they kill your mother, they kill your father, they kill the children, and then they pee. They pee on their grave. They're still so proud of what they did. They always show it off, say it every day that they did this. What can you do? So it's high time everybody join so that we can get this Biafra, so that Biafra will be restored. So please, Mazi, thank you. This is all I want to say now, but I would like all our brothers, please, just to go and do something. I would like you to visit our website, www.ipobinusa.org. Even if you want to make any donation, anything that we can do in order just to, promote this, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. Our people must understand. Some of our people, Biafran people that are born, who think they are privileged, they say, what are they even fighting for? Our brother has just talked about the tiger. There are many of them. They are well-to-do. They are well-read, more than you. My mother got up to standard 6. I understand that a lot of graduates today cannot even measure with standard 6. But all these people were miscreants before we were miscreants. Don't you understand it? If you think they don't have sense, we don't have sense like them. This is how you know those who truly love Biafra. This is not the time for anybody to be running back. No two ways. You must come out. Are you there? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Thank you very much. Thank you, brother Mazi. You're Onyibe, my African rep. I appreciate you, Kabia. What in all of you in this great platform to do. I feel humbled when Kabia always give people out, speak out the heavenly ways. But I just want to contribute based on what you have just read concerning our father and our brother just reminded us of the tiger. This now boils down to our assumed brothers and sisters who say they are serving the Nigerian government, seeing what we are suffering today, and seeing what our leader, Chukwu Kabiyama, has used him to reveal that the government is the impostor is the one holding the indigenous people hostage in the zoo called Nigeria. Is the one committing genocide against the indigenous people. Now, what are they going to do to show that they love their people? If they don't go in the National Assembly, I'm talking of both those in the Senate and the National House of Representatives, all of them should stand up and demand the probe to know who is there. killing the indigenous people, pretending it is not. They should do the honorable thing to resign and come back and join us to reclaim our land. This is the honorable thing to prove this. If not, all of them will be counted as the accomplice. If all of them will be counted as named as the way they named Aisha Buhari and all of them will be accomplice. And whatever that will happen to Nigeria.
Of course, Zoo Epileptic Network, we must continue. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line. The Zoo Epileptic Network. Yes, sir. Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Good evening from here. I will advise you to move away from your radio set.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead.
My name is Timothy Ochilota. I'm calling from Onyibe.
Go ahead, please.
Good evening.
Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yes, Mazi George Onyibe.
Good evening. Bonjour, Mose, Onye France. Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Mazi, thank you very much, Mazi George Onyibe. Mazi, I greet you once again. It shall be well with you, Mazi, and your family. Mazi, I just called this evening to greet our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. I remember Mazi Emmanuel. I'm calling from Paris, precisely. Mazi, what you just said now, thank you for the education. Thank you for educating us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our great leader, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. It shall be well with you. Thank you very much for making yourself available. Thank you for answering this very holy call of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Thank you I say thank Chukwu Okike Abiama for remembering us, we, the indigenous people of Biafra. We have suffered enough. We have been killed enough, a lot. A lot of things has been done unto us. And who will talk on our behalf? Nobody. Mazi, whenever I remember our situation at home, it seems like some of our people has not even have a bit knowledge of what we are going through and what the world has in their pocket, in their cage, in their pocket for us. The world, carrying a Nigeria mass is like carrying the world. Nigeria to us is very heavy to us, and you add it the whole world. You add it Britain, you add it America, you add it France, you add it Germany, all over European Union. You see that what Biafran people are carrying on their shoulder is very, very heavy. You see, sometimes, Mazi, when we are crying at home, they are killing us. They are killing us. To me, it seems to me that whenever we complain that they are killing us, the world turn their deaf ears. They pretend they don't hear what is going on. They pretend not hearing our plight, our cry, what we are going through. They pretend compared to the Biafran people. They pretended that they don't know what we are passing through. But Mazi, whenever we say only a word, everywhere, every media, some of them will be, waiting for us to carry arm or waiting for us to revenge. Is like, to me, is like when a man is living when a married man go to the police station complaining that his wife is beating him. Maybe sometimes some people will not take him serious. But in real sense, Nigeria is killing us. Nigeria has rendered us more hopeless and useless than ever before. We don't have men of integrity anymore in our land. You listed people who rejected the honor of the Queen of England. The people who Queen recognized as of that time. But those people, because of what British Labour Party, because we have to acknowledge that according to our leader, it was British Labour Party who orchestrated that very genocide in our own land. And the mass, surprise, we are seeing another Democrat led by Obama, who also orchestrated the creation and created this APC terrorist government in Nigeria, who are also specialized in killing Biafrans. So the question we should ask, what have we done to all these socialist political parties and all these governments of Britain who has been specialized in killing Biafran people? And Mazi, there is something that our leader said in this very last broadcast in yesterday. He mentioned of Nigerian military having Islamic logo in their badge, in their emblem. And some of our people never understood, take their time. Even our people who are serving who has done their civil service, their useless civil service they used to do in the north. None of them has come up and tell us that, see, how come that we, indigenous people of Biafra, some of them, many of us are Christians. We were born in Christian homes. How come that they send us to go and serve? Why is it that Nigeria army is having Islamic logo in their emblem? And what does that say? He said, victory from Allah. Victory is from Allah. That means that proves that Allah have given Nigeria to the Fulani people. That we are no more. They don't count us anymore. So if you see them killing us, in their mind, they are justified by killing us because they say that Allah has given them victory over killing us, killing the Christians, killing everybody. As far as you are a Christian, be you Yoruba Christian, Middle Belt, Biafran Christian, they are justified morally. So the call our leader made yesterday by telling the whole Christians to start preparing for their resigning. If they don't adhere on that very call, Mazi, they will have themselves to blame. Mazi, I don't want to take much of our time, but I just say Mazi, continue what you are doing for us. I do appreciate everything you are doing. Thank you very much and continue your good work. It shall be well with you, Mazi Onyibe.
Easy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? This is female line, please. No male should call the female line. No male should call the female line. People must understand. I just want us to have a moment of reflection. When you are there, you are castigating people who are fighting for your freedom. When you are there, you are trying to claim what you are not. I'm just giving an example of just one man among thousands of them who turned down the very gift, the very sources, the very rank by Oyibo people. Hand of Oyibo. But you look at all of you today, you are going to fool any man that cannot wash his teeth to take promotion. Caller on the line, are you there?
Hello?
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Hello, Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Ada from Amoja.
Go ahead. Good evening.
Good evening, Biafran archive. You are indeed archive. From time to time, you uproot one or two things to make us sober more. Honestly, what you read this evening is such. It reminds me of Chinua Achebe when he rejected the so-called honor the Obasanjo gave him some years back. Almost the same reason he gave. How we are being treated and marginalized, that they are not comfortable with such honor. And from time to time, it goes like that. I love you for what you are doing. I love the man of people, our Nnamdi Kanu, for all of you. You are our archive. You are really making it. Keep it up. Our God will continue to safeguard you and shepherd you well. We pray for you and we appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma.
Biafra.
I must hail Biafra. We must continue. Our people must understand. If we consider the time we are in now, a lot of people will begin to wonder, what are they even looking for Biafra? Most especially when you see enemies of Biafra. What are they even looking for? What is this Biafra now? If we tell you how many people that have given up everything they worked in their life because of this very issue of Biafra, you will understand that we just don't have any excuse. The names are coming. I'm not even talking about Chine Achebe. He was a PA to Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. He knew everything, and I can say he is the true custodian of our culture and tradition, who never allowed us to miss our track till this day. All these men gave up everything. They walk. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi. Good morning.
Good evening from here.
Can you hear me?
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. And I thank every Biafrans all over the world, friends of Biafra and lovers of freedom, and the wonderful listeners of Radio Biafra all over the world. My name remains Mazi Carlo Awobudawa. I'm from Akano, Ohofia, in Oman province of Biafra land. I'm calling from the city of Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. I want to thank you, Mazi, for the wonderful things you are doing. And also, I use the opportunity to thank our leader for giving us the necessary thing that we need to move ahead in the restoration of Biafra. I also thank our national coordinator in Malaysia and some of our brothers too in Malaysia, all of us. doing wonderfully well to see that we restore Biafra, our only nation, our only hope, which has been robbed of us since by the British and handed us over to the Fulanese to torment us. So I thank every one of us that is doing our best and is sacrificing, because freedom needs sacrifice. If you don't sacrifice for freedom, you will never get freedom. Whatever you are doing and wherever you are, if what you are doing, you are looking for freedom, it did not cost you your money, you are going to sabotage it. So that is why when we are in IPOB all over the world, because IPOB is the largest mass movement all over the world. There has never been any country in the world that got their freedom or independence by their people spread all over the world. IPOB is the number one. We are a choosing generation. We are a generation that has been chosen to do wonders. Because if when you do research, you see how empires were built by people who sacrifice. This is our own generation. We are making our own great achievement, which our Chukwokika Abiyama has mandated us to do. So that is why we are focused. We are following our leader, shoulder to shoulder, until we restore Biafra. I want to use this opportunity to inform the people of Biafra living in Malaysia, those who are not part of IPOB in Malaysia. We are still doing our meetings online because of the movement control order that is in place in this country. So if you are here in Malaysia, you can see what the Fulanese are doing, how they are invading our bushes, how they are going in the night nocturnally in order to enter into our land and occupy our communities. While we are here in Malaysia, we may be making our money doing our businesses, but we don't know that our own villages, our own communities has already been taken over. So join us in our IPOB Malaysia zonal meetings, family unit that is spread all over Malaysia. We are in Puchong, we are in Penang, we are in Melaka, we are in Seras, we are in Damansara Damai, we are all over Malaysia. Wherever you are, join a family and restore Biafra and save your people and save the children and stop the invasion of the Fulanese. It is an agenda of Udman Damfodio. Where he stopped is where El-Rufai is trying to lead them to complete. But we are Biafrans. We will wage them and we will defeat them. Join us on our meetings online by calling for direction so that we can direct you how to join us by calling this number 01136848554. I repeat the number again, 01136858454. Thank you, Mazi Onyibe, and I thank our brothers in Malaysia. Continue to listen to Radio Biafra every day. Don't get tired. Go to Twitter. You tweet. You have uninterrupted electricity here. You have water flowing everywhere. Make use of it to fight for freedom in order for us to go and restore our land to enjoy. Just as we are seeing these people enjoying, we will go back to our place and we will build it. Nobody will be chasing us here and there anymore. Thank you, Mazi. Let me not take too much of our time. All hail Biafra. I thank you all, and I thank our national here, Mazi Ndewo. All hail Biafra.
Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line.
Hello, Mazi Onyibe. Thank God.
Good evening from here.
I got to the today. I've been calling. This is Kate from Onitsha calling. I give God all the glory. Chukwokike Abiyama ga na-agọzi unu na-agọzi onye isi anyị. Otu unu si na-ewepụta atụmatụ ihe niile gbasara history of Biafra. maka ụmụ anyị ndị a na-amụ ndị a na-etonite amara nke a na-akọ. You people are returning back what this, sorry to call them idiots, that removed that history from curriculum, from the what we are studying, so that Amama Ojo Biafra will be the way it generated, how it started, especially Onya Ipota Tabo Akanibiam, the Nna of Nna. I experienced him a little when I was young, and I knew what he did. Thank God for you people. Like my sister called you people archives. Yes, at least we'll have archives to go into and then know what is happening in Biafra. For sure. Biafra Boji, Biafra Kurugo, onye ga-egbutu ya, chukwa biema mekwe, ise nike, chukwa biema ga-akwụ ọnụ n'azụ, ama m na a ga-ebukwa ọnụ. And I want to get in touch with the women, please. I was formerly in Lagos. I lost my husband, even my mom, my brother now. Thank God for you, for the strength. I want to register myself. I don't know how to get hold of the women.
What is there is, I will advise you to be a little bit patient. After this lockup, we will continue from where we stop. Most of the people who are sending their data, the reason I'm not responding to them yet is because there is lockdown in so many places and I don't want to misplace their number. So just exercise a little patience. Immediately after the lockdown is over, we will continue from there. Thank you very much.
God bless
and sorry for your loss. Yes.
Thank God.
As a Biafran, anywhere you find yourself, and there are some intellectuals around you who want to say, why are you even looking for Biafra? Ask them, why did Akanibian give up all he cherished most? Ask them, why did Ojukwu decide to use his father money to defend Biafra land? Ask them, why did Chine Achibe, the tiger, why did they give up all that they labored for? These are men of honor, men of integrity. They made us believe in Biafra. And here we have in line again, Mazuchuka from Efo and our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano, making us to believe in it again and again and again. We will continue to believe in Biafra until Nigeria is no more. It's just as simple as ABCD. Can you hear me, caller on WhatsApp? Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good evening from here. Go ahead.
I'm still here, Mazi. God bless you. Yeah, I was saying I'm from Imo State and Ondo province. And my community is Oberu, one of the coordinators here. Oberu Unit 2. I'm very happy to get you again because now I learned that the it's your brother. May God give you 42 lost. And all the efforts are saying, may his soul rest in perfect peace. In Cook and pray. You see. And I thank you for enlightening us the more because since you have been offline, since you have not been online, a lot of people are wondering of which are one of them. We have been worried for having been hearing from you any longer. I thank us for your coming back. Glory be to Chukwuka. And we pray that as we are to restore the prayer, we will not remain.
Having an issue with that line, but we must continue. I will advise you to call back, my brother. Your line is not very, very clear. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Of course, this very moment there is a Zoo Epileptic Network, but we must continue. When they ask you, why are you people looking for Biafra? You have many reasons why we are looking for Biafra. You have so many explanations. The journey has just begun. And there is no going back. There is no turning back. There is no middle ground. There is no negotiation. Akanebian said, we just want to go home. Yet they don't want us to.
Hello, Onyibe. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Foke. I'm calling from Ezra South, Biafra land, Ebonyi State. Onyibe, thank you so much. You're a gift to Biafrans. I'm surprised the way you exhumed the story of Ezogo of Onwana Canadian. I never knew much about that man. And by special grace of God, it was my father who dug the grave of the man and the wife when he was working with the Federal Ministry of Works at Abakaliki, Ebonyi State. In fact, the wife died before him. And it is unfortunate that most of our people, they don't realize their heroes. And now that you've made me to know more about them.
Nigerians don't want us to remember them.
Oh my God.
They want all the people. You know, when we come out and we talk about Biafra, it look as if it's miscreant. They don't have job. Maybe Akanebia don't have job. Maybe Fadambono don't have job. Maybe Ojuku don't have job. Maybe the Tiger don't have job. Maybe Chineachibe, they don't have work. And then if they are jobless people, Chukwoki Kabiama, may we be jobless like them.
Who died in the battlefront. How God?
I'm not talking about Achuze and the rest of them.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Onyibe, you are a blessing to Biafran race. And I just thank God for our leader. This has gotten to show through that it's been led by the Spirit of God for supporting you and the rest of the broadcasters that are working for Radio Biafra. I have nothing to say. May God bless you, my brother.
Thank you.
May God bless you. We shall all rejoice in Biafra.
Thank you very much.
All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra.
Biafra. Yes, sir. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Are you still there? Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp.
Hello, Mama Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Chikezedike. I'm assistant coordinator Ojekani Village, Unit 2. I like this program so much, and it's educating. And I'm telling the slave people that said that they went to school in Nigeria to come to Radio Biafra to study and know the truth and know what is education. So I'm so happy because Biafra will come. I so much believe in Biafra. Biafra is our knowledge. Biafra is everything to us. So let us keep on fighting. We will win this war, and we are winning. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line.
Hello.
Good evening from here. Move away from your radio.
Good evening, sir.
Well done. Thank you.
I'm Sinasa Oga. Hello.
Go ahead, please. The word is listening.
I'm calling from Delta State. I'm from Ebonyi State. In Africa. Onwana precisely. So I hear your distance. I miss your voice very well. When I hear your voice on one as I was there, I say, wow, this is my man that always gives me hope. Whenever I hear your voice, I feel at home. Welcome, sir. The topic is very nice. If only our people can only open their ears to know what our forefathers have fought for. The man, he brings his topic this night. The man is a good man. When you go to Onwara, you will see the advice that man gives to Onwara people. They are still using that brain of that man and be working in that Onwara until tomorrow. So let our people learn from our forefathers that have gone. If only they can learn from this topic. But I don't know why our people block their ears from hearing the truth, from hearing from the resource. When you want to tell them the real truth, they will not listen to that truth. I was changing words with one idiot, I don't know. Or at the end, I called the boy. I told the boy, I don't blame you. Maybe your father was giving birth by Hausa Fulanis. That's why you are speaking like this. That I don't blame you. That you should go and ask your father where he come from. Because the way you speak like a pure Fulani man. So, thank you, sir. I'm grateful. I'm happy to be one of the Biafrans. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
May
very
God
much.
bless you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, Master Onyibe. Good evening, sir.
Good
from
evening
Gambia.
from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Onyibe Chimis Grant. I'm calling from Gambia. I'm from Aguleri. Aguleri is in Omabala, Biafra land. I want to thank Iroko one of Biafra land, Mazin Namodekano, for good work he's doing for Biafran. I want to thank you again for the good work we are doing for Biafran. Mazin, I want to ask a question this night. What was the crime Namodekano committed? Nigeria government want to kill him. It's only what I want to know.
He's always saying the truth. He's always saying the truth.
Yes,
that is his crime.
He's saying the truth.
That is the only crime.
Hey, Mazi, since I was born, my father tell me that Ezoku Bondo. Lie is dead. Huh? Why they want to kill him? Because he's saying the truth. What Nigeria they are doing is not good. What Nigeria they are doing is not good. That's why he's saying the truth. They want to kill him. The governors in our side, they connive with Hausa Fulani to kill Martin Namodekano. Because he say only the truth. Those people, those governors, they will die before Namodekano. They will die before him, before Martin Namodekano. They will not see those governors. They will not see Biafra. They will not see Biafra. They will not see Biafra. What is his name? William Obiano, David Umahe, Madam Ugwani, Ifan Ugwani, Madam Ifan Ugwani. They will not see Biafra. These people, I don't know what are we used to compare these people. These people, only the man is saying the truth to save. Not only Namodekano will be saved, not only Namodekano, to save everybody, even their generation, to save their generation again. They want to kill the man. Huh? These people, they are hateless. These people, they are heartless. These people, they will die before Mazin Namodekano. They will die before Mazin Namodekano. Thank you for good work we are doing for Biafra. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp.
All hail Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. I greet you in the name of Chukwuka Biama. My name is Mazi Kenneth Anepivokon. I'm coming from Obudu, local government, Cross River State, the land of Biafra. While I'm calling from Lebanon, my brothers and sisters, my thanks go to our leader, Maz Nnamdi Kanu, the great man in Biafra, the great man in the whole African. He is the only one that we trust and we put our hope. And all the workers working seriously for the sake of Biafra under his care. May God Almighty continue to bless you people all. The topic that today you bring for all the Biafrans, you're our mentor. You are our everything. When we hear your voice like this, your voice is like a honey. That is what your voice is for us. If anyone who is listening to your voice that is going back doing evil, that person is confirmed evil one. But I'm telling all Biafrans all over the world that anyone who listens to your voice and they go behind to do evil again, that person, God will punish that person for entire generation. Especially because what we need is only Biafran that we need. Whether you're from any tribe at all, you are Biafrans. Do the needful. Join IPOP family in any way you find yourself, so that we do the needful and get out from that stupid country called Nigeria. So we are not part of them. The whole world know what they are doing to us with the Biafra oil. They take our resources, they take our everything, they kill us. They don't want the world to know what happened 4,000 years ago. But thank God that God has sent our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to come and take us to that promised land. This man has already sacrificed everything. Let us just join hands, do the needful. This is what we want. Let us speak the truth. Let us see the truth and say this is the truth. Let us see the lie. Tell the world that this is lie. So, my brothers and sisters all over the world, this man has done a lot of things for us. Please and please, let us do the needful so that we'll get out of that bedding ground called Nigeria. That place is a business place where all foreigners go and buy and go. So please and please, anyone who does one better thing for in life or in generation, let that person continue go to the Nigerian and stay. Or those of our leaders, those they call Igbo leaders, those Biafran leaders, those people, when Biafran come, let them pack their family, pack any of their things, go and stay with where they belong to. Because we don't want to stay. Light and darkness cannot stay together. When there is light, darkness will run away. This is Biafra. Please and please. Mazi, give me a little chance. Let me talk to my people in my dialect. My fellow Biafrans all over the world. My name is Kenneth Mazi. I'm coming from Obudu. Why I'm in Lebanon. Please and please. Obwanegi, mitimamana no. My join liwa ibe kolile IPOB. Liwa all over the world. Hating and show fine hogan. We liwa yin. Liwa yin yang will do tan heli wahin beko le Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ufono you can utan. Lindelali kwalo bontan Biafra. Lindelali shashi le kikbali. Ikpelo family utan. Ikpelo generation utan. Without Biafra means li hope ye. Wo join the war yin, join the war struggle yin. Uho kikwangbo follow waga. Uho kikwangbo follow generation uga. So obwanegi mitimamna no. Mikun jesu timamna no. My join the war yin zelezen le IPOP. She the needful in lele bala habo kubon ho kolo Nigeria na. Kubon ho na kuyo bon ho ilo ni no bon lezino bon ho na ye. Etinya show you bon lezino you Nigeria be deport uga. But call go ahead le oshiya ya ho bon ya etinya show ye. Bon ho na Nigeria na you know me Nigeria ye. Yiti anshi be nja kwom. Yiti anshi be shi bibibia. So bana gimetimamna no. Ma join Biafra. Join IPOP. Thank you so much. Lovers of freedom, may God Almighty continue to bless you people and keep you people safe for us. So shall it be in Jesus' name. Amen.
You see. Thank you very much. We are not going anywhere. Of course, we are inching closer to this evening segment. Our people must draw consolation in the single fact that men and women gave up more than we can imagine just because of Biafra. Are you there, caller on the line?
Yeah. Good evening, God Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Wode Abraham. I'm calling from Ebonyi State, Biafra land. I want to thank you for the good work you have done for us. Greet Nnamdi Kanu. I call him Ezoku Brian Allah Biafra. A man I have never seen not like him. I said, may wonderful God, which I am serving, bless, give him long life, prosperity.
I think we lost that caller. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead.
This is Emeka calling you from Oka. I'm from Nnewi. I'm a native of Nnewi. Calling you from Oka. This is my first time caller. I've been trying. I can get you through WhatsApp line. It have been difficult for me. I thank you. I thank you people for what you people are doing for us and our leader Mazin Nandekaba and our deputy leader Uchemefo. I also thank God for bringing Mazin raising Mazin Nandekaba to come and rescue us from this zoo. Because people don't know what we are into in this country, in this mess. They really don't know what we are into. Yeah, what we are into in this zoo. In this zoo is more than hellfire. It's more than hellfire. But some people don't understand. And I thank God for Mazin Nandeka.
Thank you very much.
I really thank you people for what you do for doing.
Thank you very much. Of course, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. Biafrans must understand. We have 1,000,001 reason why we must continue pushing until we get home. And simply no reason why we should stop. Except we really don't understand what Biafra represents. Women have given up their life. Millions more are ready to die if that is what it takes. But we will get there. As I'm signing off from here, remain focused, remain Biafra, understand our destination. Our story has not changed, but it will very soon. Goodbye from here and good night.
United Nation, you gave us law of self-determination. We followed your principles in freedom fighting. But why does the life of a black man doesn't matter to you all? Biafrans are being massacred in large quantities. Instead of getting help from you people, you got us shifting.
This is the story of Biafrans who died on the road of freedom. This is the story of the motherless searching for a lovely home.
They were shot by the military. No one knew about it all began.
A painful history, living a life of misery.
United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let Biafrans fall? United Nations, why did you let the children fall? Did you let the children Did you let the children fall?
We are known for being blunt about the truth. Federal and world bodies can't even deny this obvious proof that these kids were starved to death. None of them were left. Together we stand against this ruthlessness.
You made us believe in you, you gave us your word, and now they are killing us and spilling our blood.
Pain, some misery, we've had enough, we've had enough. UN and the USA, stand up for once, we've had enough.
We have been mourning our ruin in all our zones. Since the crashes of those great nations, we still haven't grown. We cannot